This formula demonstrates why managing AI requires a different approach than standard software. Standard engineering is deterministic. You write strict logic loops where input A goes into function F and you get output B every single time. Machine learning systems, however, operate on statistical probabilities. You don't code the logic directly. Instead, you feed massive volumes of historical data into algorithms to learn underlying patterns and mathematical relationships. Standard agile methodologies like Scrum rely on knowing the complexity of a task up front to make sprint commitments. But in AI, you don't know if a dataset contains enough statistical signal to train a model until you actually perform the analysis. To address this, the Project Management Institute adopted the CPMAI methodology, Cognitive Project Management for AI. The CPMAI framework moves through 6 distinct phases. It begins with defining the business problem, followed by verifying data quality, preparing that data for the model, training the algorithm, evaluating the results against ROI, and finally deploying the system into a live production environment. You cannot force statistical discovery into a rigid deterministic schedule. Without adapting your management framework to these specific phases, you risk committing to milestones that the data cannot actually support, leading to wasted resources and project misalignment before the model is even trained. Domain 1 represents over a quarter of your exam score. Your primary job here is mapping unstructured business problems to one of PMI's 7 specific cognitive patterns. For example, if a streaming service wants to change thumbnail art based on a user's watched genres over the last 48 hours, you would classify that under Pattern 1, Hyper-Personalization. This decision tree helps identify scenarios where AI is actually the wrong solution. If a government agency needs to calculate income taxes based on static legislative tables, the logic is predictable and fixed. A standard SQL query or FS logic block is faster, cheaper, and 100% accurate. As a CPMAI certified manager, your highest value is often preventing your organization from over-engineering costly models when traditional deterministic code is already legally verifiable and efficient. These side-by-side workflows illustrate the most common cause of AI failure in production: data leakage. This occurs when target information from the future or the test set leaks into the model during the training phase. If your team calculates the average value of an entire dataset to fill in missing records before splitting the data, they have introduced leakage. To prevent this, you must always split your dataset into train and test subsets first, and only then apply transformations based solely on the training data. This 2x2 confusion matrix shows how you evaluate the model once it is built. You must align mathematical performance with real-world business risks. If a false positive is expensive, like a law firm wasting thousands of dollars reviewing irrelevant documents flagged as important, you must optimize for precision to minimize those false alarms. But consider an airport security scanner. If a harmless object triggers an alarm, a guard takes 30 seconds to check it. If a weapon passes through undetected, a false negative, it presents a critical security threat. In this case, you optimize for recall to ensure no targets are missed, even if it means more false alarms. Model evaluation requires more than just checking raw accuracy. True success is found when the mathematical performance of the algorithm is calibrated to the specific operational risks of the business. This diagnostic table compares the 2 ways a model degrades after it goes live. If an image classifier fails because users start using lower resolution cameras, the structure of the input has shifted. This is data drift. If a credit model fails because a sudden market recession changes how income relates to loan defaults, the underlying relationship has shifted. This is concept drift. This flowchart illustrates the governance requirements of Domain 5. In high-stakes environments like medical diagnoses or legal judgments, the CPMAI framework requires human-in-the-loop architectures. When the model's confidence score falls below a defined threshold, like 95%, the decision must be automatically routed to a human expert. Pushing code to production is the end of a traditional software cycle. In AI, deployment is simply the beginning of a continuous liability that requires automated monitoring and strict ethical governance to manage. This reference table pulls the CPMAI lifecycle, cognitive patterns, and governance rules into one framework. Civi Exam applies specific corrections, use SMOTE for rare target outcomes, and implement explainability tools like SHAP or LIME for black box decisions. By internalizing these operational boundaries and methodological rules, you are moving beyond standard project management into specialized AI governance. Follow this framework, and you will be prepared to pass the PMI CPMAI exam and lead enterprise initiatives. Welcome to the PMI CPMAI exam prep overview. If studying for this certification, put your Python scripts away. This exam tests how you scope, govern, and operationalize AI solutions. Looking at this breakdown, Domains 1 and 2 account for over half your total score. Domain 1 establishes a strict boundary. If your business problem can be solved with static, deterministic rules, you choose traditional software. AI is probabilistic. Applying it to a problem with fixed rules adds unnecessary cost and complexity. When a probabilistic approach is actually required, you have to map it to one of these 7 cognitive patterns, ranging from hyper-personalization and conversational interaction down to autonomous systems. Every valid AI use case fits into this framework. Passing the CPMAI requires you to step out of the developer mindset. You have to act as a project manager, defining strict boundaries, calculating ROI, and proving technical feasibility long before any modeling begins. Let's test that logic on the exam bank. Question 2 asks how to classify an e-commerce platform continuously adapting its layout for individual shoppers. The correct answer is hyper-personalization. This treats every shopper as a distinct segment of one in real time, defining the AI pattern. Moving to Domain 2, the most heavily tested data pitfall involves models that show 99% accuracy during training, but immediately fail in production. That massive drop in performance points to one specific error: data leakage. This flowchart outlines how to prevent it. If you calculate global metrics, like a z-score scale, across your entire dataset before splitting it, the training process secretly learns the statistical shape of your test data. You must split your raw data into train and test partitions first, and only then apply pre-processing. Failing to isolate that test set from the start contaminates the evaluation metrics and invalidates the entire project. Now let's evaluate a deployed model in Domain 3. Look at question 52. If an emergency fraud alert system misses a single fraudulent transaction, the result is massive financial loss. Which metric should you prioritize? Take a moment to lock in your answer. Because a missed transaction represents a false negative, the priority metric must be recall. Maximizing recall minimizes those missed positive cases. Even with the perfect metric, model performance degrades months after deployment. Domain 4 tests your ability to identify why that operational decay is happening. You need to distinguish between 2 specific types of drift on these charts. Data drift occurs when input demographics shift over time, but the target logic holds. Concept drift happens when the relationship changes entirely, like shifting economic conditions, breaking a credit scoring model's underlying rules. Consumer behavior and market conditions are dynamic. To keep an operationalized model functioning in the real world, you have to implement continuous monitoring telemetry linked to automated retraining pipelines. Finally, we reach Domain 5, Responsible AI. Look at question 100, which asks for the primary purpose of maintaining an audit trail throughout the CPMAI lifecycle. The selection here covers regulatory compliance, operational transparency, and decision traceability. When a model makes a high-stakes decision, regulators and stakeholders will demand an explanation. Audit trails and complete model lineage give you the documented evidence required to defend how and why those decisions were made. Let's hit submit and finish the simulated exam. As a final review, here is the cheat sheet for the most heavily tested friction points. Rule out AI for deterministic tasks. Split your data early to prevent leakage. Map your evaluation metrics to the real business risk. Monitor for drift and production, and build your governance trails from day one. Internalizing these 5 principles prepares you to pass the CPMAI exam and equips you to govern and deploy AI safely in the real world.